It's amazing how many memories and stories can be associated with a single photo. I saw this country kitchen restaurant picture with the little mascot at the top of the sign, and it brought back two very distinct and vivid memories for me. The first being, this was one of those restaurants that had like a little wishing well at the entryway with cheap little plastic toys in it. And my parents would never let me touch that thing till we were on our way out of the restaurant because they used it as leverage for good behavior during the restaurant visit. And I do remember I was probably bad a couple times because I think there was once or twice where I did not get that prize. But it was probably around elementary school time that I went out to eat or a sleepover or something with another friend's family. And we get to the restaurant and they're like, all right, guys, go ahead and pick out your toy. And I'm like, you can't do that. That's for only if you're good during the meal. And they're like, not in this family, it isn't. These toys are meant for you guys to play with so you don't get too squirrely while we wait for the food. And I was like, oh, no way. So I tried using that the next time we went out to eat. I'm like, Mom, Dad, we've been doing this wrong. It turns out the toys for shut up. And that was pretty much the end of it. But these toys were garbage anyway. Usually, if you were lucky, you would get the little plastic frog that had a little plastic tab, like a tail hanging off the back. Because if you pressed it, it would kind of hop a little. It was an actual toy. It did something. You could play with it at the table. But if those were missing, you always ended up with something really horrible, like one of those plastic compasses that didn't do anything. You'd get it and be like, I'm not a pirate. What am I supposed to do with this? Shut up. I got a lot of that in my childhood. And then there was the sign with the little mascot on top of it. Because that one really frustrated me in my childhood. Because on TV, or whether it was a restaurant or whatever, anytime there was a cartoon character involved in something, they had a name. So I would ask my mom and dad, what's his name? And they're like, I don't know. And we'd be out to eat, and I'm like, just little 3-4 years old in the car, and you drive past it, and so you'd go for it again with an aunt or an uncle, someone trusted. You'd be like, that kid there, what's his name? And they're like, I don't know. They'd actually get kind of annoyed with the question. And so I looked it up recently after seeing this sign to find out what the hell was that kid's name. And it turns out that this mascot actually never had a name. And that actually didn't disappoint me. It just gave me great faith in knowing that my babysitters, aunts, uncles, and parents weren't withholding valuable information from me.